Fuck, I forgot. We're gonna go live. Hey everybody, how's it going? I may or may not have forgotten to press the go live button. We are here, and we have unfortunately fallen off to a. We are doing high guard numbers at this point. It's luckily not that bad yet. I was just looking at it. The lowest low of high guards, which is like 116, is less than the highest high of MO98. That's all I'm caring about. So in a way, we have beaten high guard. In a tiny way. So yeah. Hey, by the way, Stefan, Max, Tim, I don't know your name, Loya. Actually, it's probably something very French, like Didier or something. Peter, Pauco, Giggles, Zek, and yeah, Winner Joiner as well. Winner Joiner, you owe us a Prime sub. I saw your previous messages. I'm called Boris. That was not what I expected. Hi, Hixie as well. Nice to see you here as well. So yeah, I feel like you're joking. No way you're actually called Boris. I don't know why. Is it a bad thing? Do the regular biters need to share their name? Nope. I just know them. So yeah. You guys have probably seen this video because it's a 1 out of 10 by far. We're talking about the 10,000 wishlist in 7 days. The response is very unanimously like, congrats. I've always seen this coming. And then we had one guy. There was one guy who was like very salty. Can I find him? It was where he was like, "Oh, only reason is because you had 50,000 subscribers." I'm not sure. Here, yeah, like not everyone has 50k subs on YouTube. It does nothing. Actually, I think I want to track. Yeah, I saw the video about 10k wishlist. Didn't know it's success. Congrats. I have on purpose kept it out of the live streams. Only the real Patreon homies could know it. I want to show you guys chocolate cake and sushi. I'll have to see about that. I can like see. Also, I need to like. My camera is kind of weird. Okay. I can see how many traffic comes from like my short links. Yeah. We have a short link with a total of 17 clicks, 11 human clicks. Why are 4 of them from Bulgaria? I guess those are not the human links. All of these live streams, and it has led to 70 clicks and then like a little bit more. Like YouTube, unfortunately, has not been the main reason why MO98 blew up. If it was, I would also be happy, but that's not it. If you hit a social media Helmont, I'll reckon it'll be banger. Yeah, 10k. Let's take a look at the latest update because it just keeps going up. It's definitely slowed down. We're at 11.5k, so there's like 700 more since the video. But yeah, it's slowing down a little bit now. I mean, I would hope it slows down a little bit now. I think otherwise I wouldn't know exactly what's going on. Let me take a look at this graph. Yeah, you can clearly see the fall off to 1/10 the amount of wishlist basically after next fest. I was definitely surprised that we hit like almost 50 concurrent players earlier today after next fest already ended. I think it's now going to like slowly fizzle out. I don't think it's going to have like a very strong long tail unless we now like kick it back into action. So that's kind of the goal there. Why is my YouTube so zoomed in as well? Hey Gonzalo as well. How is it going there? You motivated me to get back to work. I was in a lazy phase. I mean, you still have a long time to go. Hi Ergo Hash as well. Does the reship not show up? Man, So normally when they're joining, you're gonna get like a little thing that you can like send a message, and you need to send that message before it actually shows up. Updated demo, it would keep going. I think right now there's just so much like extra work. We're working on some underlying systems. So this is like our task list that we have right now. One of the things that I have on my task list now is separation of demo / full game logic. Right now, the demo is the full game. There is no distinction between a release build and a demo build. And we want to split that up first before we work on the demo updates again, just so I can work on 2 different skill trees. We have more actual logic. So yeah. I'm just on Twitch for inviting me. Well, thank you very much, still, winner joiner for the Prime sub. Hi, Razvan as well. I did see your message. I didn't really read it yet because I was eating. Dual streaming, nice. Yes, Marandal, always. So yeah, this is like the rudimentary list. I have like this is my like smaller personal list as well. I found this beautiful website earlier today that you bet I'm going to scrape for MO98, which is called Cursor CC, which is CC0, like Creative Commons no attribution, so CC0 cursor pixel art that people can just like all submit to. I don't know the legal ramifications of having a Pokeball cursor, but there are definitely some of these. Like we want to have some mechanics in the game where you can do like the crazy cursor customization, because in Windows 98 you also had that. Now it came in. Thank you very much, winner joiner, for the Prime sub. Where like you used to have like those cursor packs, and we want to add it as well, that you can like get like these wild cursors just to use for your game as well, as a way to like link to achievements. So we want to have achievements in the game and then in Steamworks, but we also kind of want to give you a reason to want to go for those achievements. Make the head of the Noma cursor. That's a good one as well. So yeah. I had the same issue at the time. Yeah. Backporting stuff to the demo is very hard. Gauntlet cursor. Hey Meep as well. How is it going? Trailing effect toggle. I've already implemented the UI for it. And I looked like quickly at how to do it. William is going to do the actual implementation. Also going to be in the game. We're going to add the cursor tail option. That was the first thing I thought about as well. It started with I want to have cursor tail, and then it was like, let's just update the entire cursor while we're at it. I actually don't think I can really show it right now. There's a little bit else. Going good, soulless corporate work time. Yeah. Oh, I know this bug. Unity has this weird not a numbers bug where my UI in like certain scenes, don't worry about it, it's fixed. I hope there's a clicker follow-up. I don't know clicker, but more like, you know, incremental at least. Okay, so now it works. So now we go to customization. So you can see we're also going to have Norman customization was something where you can get like different skins for him, and we're going to link that to, oh, you can see like here a little bit at the top, like we're gonna have like in-game milestones / achievements, and then depending on that you unlock like new backgrounds. We also now have this one. I've just been doing some like dumb stuff. The lion does not concern himself with the wishlist count. I feel like Marnix will go out and buy milk if it succeeds. Nope. That is not the plan. So these are just like Creative Commons images scaled to 480p, and I'm like, this is still so like, you know, like you have like the chessboard and all of that. One of the Norman skin ideas that I had was Gnome Doll of the White and Gnome Doll of the Gray. Did I just crash the game or did I quit? I think I quit. But yeah. So those were I think the main things that we've done. Let me see actually, like otherwise, looking at like our Git history. just see if William pushed anything. I don't really think so. He just like rewrote so much code and all of that in like how we manage our statistics. We're planning to do a second map for the pizza. Yeah. The construction update. That was originally going to be today's stream, but I was like, people are probably not going to care about unicycle pizza time after we release that video. So it's like, let's swap this around and let's do just some MO98 stuff. Yeah, like he had like so much like code stuff and whatever, because he does now like reactive properties, whatever that is. I don't know what exactly. But yeah. Seamus already has a Steam review planned. Hey, that's the better. Because I think now also you would be more invested in MO98 2 hours. It's kind of like my break time. Like today's live stream is also like, I have 0 predictive goals planned. I'm just hanging out with the homies. I know that if I want to actually make progress, I shouldn't be like streaming, so to say. But we can, excuse me, we can still just hang out and talk a little bit about M198. Yeah. Get rickrolled. Like there are a lot of like cool cursors that we can all just use. And I think it's one of again, it's like a lot of dumb stuff. Where did we get the normal model? itch.io actually. I just looked at like low poly stuff on itch. And then I saw, I think in the game assets. Here, this is Norman. Low poly gnome. And there were some issues with the animation and the rig. But yeah. Make it an unlock system tied to achievements. Yep, that's the plan, Sockhouse. So today, if we get to work today, I kind of want to work on the milestones UI, where you can see like these are the rewards, this is what you need to achieve, and all of that. We implemented some very basic Steamworks achievements as well, just because we want to get the build submitted for approval probably next week latest, like the final game build. Here, achievements. So we have like a few. I still need to make like the art, but then we can just implement them, and that's already enough for Steam to be like, okay, let's submit this now, get the final approval, and then we don't have to worry about like the 2 weeks before launch, be like, ah, fuck. What if we don't get this done on time? Yeah, we need to upload our macOS and our other depots, but those things should all be fine. Enable cloud saves, and that's it. Do you think incrementals are still a hot genre, or are they getting oversaturated? It depends on the style of incremental. I think if you're making an incremental that is like this one we played, pedal by pedal, which is kind of the concept of I have circle around my cursor. You have these 10 to 15 second loops. Once the loop is over, you get pushed to a skill tree. And then it's like, I think it's harder. These were also the games that did not perform that well in Next Fest. I think incremental is a way broader genre at the end of the day, though. Like Clicky Islands, for example. This is also an incremental clicker city builder, but this is not, this is not that loop of circle around the cursor. This is like actual like incremental, you build stuff. These are still, I would say, hot genres. I think also if you like just look at this one performed really well in Steam Nexus as well, or like pretty good at least. I would say that is better. Yeah, Berry, but Berry is also like 3D, which is another spin. Yeah. I think the Notebuster likes die in the next 12 months. I think it may not even be 12 months. I think it may be like 6 to 9. I think they have one more Next Fest ahead of them, but I think that's gonna be it. Why is CSGO? Huh. Why is this currently a popular search? I don't know why. I recently was like trying out Counter-Strike 2 again, and I'm like, why the hell is this game 65 gigabytes? have this already, no? Oh no, you needed to add CSGO through like the CS2 installs actually. The title name MO98 is an incremental game itself. Sounds fun. Yeah, so that's one of the things now that is kind of awkward. I kind of want to ask Steam to rename this game, but keep the URL. Okay, you guys can't see the URL. So the original name of the game was MMO Space 98, but like the more I use it, the more I realize like it's neither without the space. Like if we go to like IGDB, everywhere we talk about it, we just call it MMO 98, like in one word as well. Yeah, they split CSGO and CS2 again. So now the question is like, do I send Steam an email of like, can we change the name? Or am I just like, you know what, it doesn't really matter that much and we just ship it? I don't really know. Yeah, because also on the YouTube trailer, it's also MO98 in one word. Thank you very much, Sugar Senpai, as well. Yeah, this is... You know this is the best video Bite Me Games has ever made, which is so funny as well. We have never had this much growth in this short of a time. Not even the Forge Industry sales numbers. Like the video of like how our Forge Industry sales launch went performed this good this quickly. I initially didn't find out the game like, yeah. But here also we put it as like one word. But I was like, I'm not gonna ask Steam support about this during the Steam Nexus because it's just like, why would I risk it if like something still fucks up? Bummer. Thought this was a real MMO. Windows 2000 is better anyway. This is... I do like the normie comments we get on this video. This feels like a Roblox game for Steam. What in God's name is a sheet? And then it's like next up, mythical algorithm pool. Can't wait to check this out. And then like unique ideas. Oh, like I don't know. Windows 98 had a space. It did pretty good. Can you please share the name of the OST track in the trailer video? It is a custom song or Go Hash. There is currently it is not available anywhere. Let's look up MMO. It's in the soundtrack. I think it's New Horizons. Yeah. So we're currently working on some commissioned music. And this is just one of them. We have we currently have 4 out of the 8 songs already, but yeah. You pulled a great composer then. I think we really did. I'm very happy with our composer so far. And then, yeah, the goal is to have a soundtrack. And then also when the game comes out, I want to make like the put everything into one big video and then put it on YouTube as well. Just so you can like listen to it. Because I think the soundtrack is really good. It won't break existing links. Okay, perfect. Does it? Let me check. Can I just call this MO98 balls? Oh yeah, it really just ignores it and then redirects. Perfect. That's very nice then. So yeah, right now the music is not available yet, but it will be. We're gonna do a dedicated soundtrack. That's also I didn't cover that in the video. We have a full 19 wish lists, which I think is very funny. Commissioning artists, commissioning music, custom music. Did we didn't commission an artist, Gonzalo, I think. I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that. The capsule art is actually done by me. I don't know if people know that. A lot of people were like, oh, the capsule art is really good. I made this. Because we wanted to pay an artist. We wanted to work with Deadpix, who did All Hail the Orb. But the timeline was just going to be middle of March earliest. And then one day, I I just had to say, oh, the AI art is not commissioned. No, the AI art has been replaced with public domain art, like paintings. Let me see if I can find it. We use, like, for example, Thomas Cole is like Wikimedia Commons paintworks, like paintings. We use this style of art and then like just like cropped in parts of it, basically. You have the full rights to the music? Yeah, we do. We have full rights for it. This was actually not, I didn't even think about being able to do this. This was a comment of one of the people who was like, hey, you shouldn't use AI art. Here. He suggested this. It's like, look up the departure by Thomas Cole. This one is public domain. There's more. And after I saw this, I was like, okay, actually, I can fix this now. So yeah. Also, I go to him, hey, to be completely honest, I'm usually not a fan of your games, but M198 feels like orders of magnitude more polished and professional. So amazing job with that. I'll go big. Thank you very much. And yeah. Hamster Steve, what are your plans for marketing in the future? The main plan we now have is just content creators, because we have 0 content creators who have covered the game so far. So that's the idea. Make the full game and then just market the full game. Because if you look up M1, it's like 260 views, 0 views, 2K, 165, 20, and that's it. There's only one video over 10K. Right now, Bite Me is still by far the biggest influencer. So yeah, you can just use public domain images. I never thought about that either, but anything based on like Wikimedia Commons, you can use for like your games as well. And then they often are like very high resolution. Like this one isn't really super good quality, but I found a bunch of art there that actually worked surprisingly well. So yeah, we have a soundtrack with 19 wish lists. I was kind of surprised, like, who wish lists a soundtrack as well? I think here you can go like content for this game, M198 soundtrack. And then it's like, it's pretty simple to set up. You just have to do some files. So yeah. Are you aiming to milk Reddit with our game got 10K wish lists? I don't think so. Probably I'm just going to do like the incremental game subreddit. It's like you can do one post every 30 days. So probably right before the game comes out, or if the demo gets updated, I'm going to do another post there. I think otherwise, not really much else. Pricing wise, we're planning $5.99 plus 20% launch discount is the current idea. I might chill it for you. I know some guy posted on PC Gaming. This was not me. I have no clue who the hell Mega Apple is, but the guy is a very chronicle Redditor if I look at his karma and contributions. And it got like a few responses. Nothing like, this was not me, at least. So yeah. I made a humble, my game no longer contains AI voices posted. Somehow it started a warfare in the comment section. Over 400 people insulting in the post. Yeah. It's not good. Hey Dylan, what's going on, big dog? How's it going? So yeah, I don't honestly know about like the soundtrack is gonna be priced at $2.99, and then there's gonna be a bundle as well that's like 10% launch discount. I don't know. I kind of wanted to. The soundtrack was also part of me, my eternal quest to learn more about like how Steam works, basically. And it's like, how hard can it be to make a soundtrack? Especially like if you commission music, you can actually sell it as a soundtrack. So yeah, I think it's pretty good. Follower count has been going up as well, and we're getting higher in top wishlist. So yeah. To in-game shareware CDs or diskettes makes user in what? I don't know what that sounds like. Massive scope creep, tonkers, tinkers. I don't even know how that would look like. But yeah. Even if it's order, I find Reddit mentally taxing. I think it's also like I don't understand Reddit, which is part of why I don't want to like engage with it too much, because I just don't know what is good and bad. I played this though, it was fun, and the dwarf, and I loved the dwarf dancing. What's this one? Saw this recommended in my queue and downloaded the demo. I've been binging Upload Labs. Love to see more networking and this aren't focused on hacking. Okay, yeah. Who downvoted this guy? Seamus, why can I not see your message? Here, if this game sells good, what happens then? Bling and bitches for William? We just keep working. I talk about this. Shout out to the Bite Me Games Patreon, where you get all the tea. Where we uploaded a video 2 days ago, talking a little bit. Come on, talking a little bit more of like what is changing now with legendary chilling in the couch mornings. Draw me like one of your French girls. But I look, even the big coat monkey is a patron. So why aren't you a patron, guys? Patreon.com/BiteMeGames. I hope nothing changes. Buy a big the $500 Irish skin. Unfortunately, he is no longer playing League of Legends, which is why we're able to make this game in 7 weeks. I think we want to just make some more games first. I hope to not get too comfortable. That's my main goal. What's the difference between a €5 tier and the €10 tier? The €5 tier is kind of like people wanted. I didn't like the $5 tier was not there for a very long time, but people were like, €10 is too much. I kind of just want the tip jar tier. So the $5 tier gives you like a few extra videos. Like basically, I think, for example, I did a very nice video, I would say, here, 40-minute video. This one, like all tiers get it. Some of the more like businessy videos are like this would be disabled, so it's only for insider and up. This one would be for everyone. So you get like 1 or 2 videos a month. It's kind of depending on the vibes. So like, I'm gonna give this one for free. And then also you can just like, if you have a game that you want to send, we have like priority submissions for you as well. If we do like the demo things, I think it's in the pinned posts. Yeah, here. There's a separate. I should probably link to this submission form in the pinned post, but yeah. Marix, would you launch with 30k wishlist or 18k wishlist, but you have Markiplier play your game on the channel? 30k wishlist, except if it's 18k and Markiplier stars as the main character in the MO98 movie. Code Monkey's last video brought a lot of wannabe devs back to Earth. I did not see Code Monkey's last video. He's been uploading so much now, it's a little bit confusing with like, is it this one? He also has like the Code Monkey decompiled. And it's just like, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if this was that much wannabe. This is just game dev mistakes. Reddit is still the best ROI in terms of attention for time and effort. I think YouTube still beats it. I think the scale you can get from YouTube is just 50 times, 100 times more than Reddit. Yeah, it takes a little bit more time, but I think the ceiling is way higher. This one is just talking about publishers, no? I didn't fully watch it. No, it's... Oh, it's about all of the different taxes. Okay, never mind. It's just how you get not much money. Yeah. I'm not becoming a React channel, guys, I promise. So yeah, YouTube, Instagram. It's like one thing of like, do I want to do short form content for MO98? The current plan is not now. Maybe when the game is more done, I can look into it. But yeah. With YouTube, you keep the people invested if they subscribe. Yeah. But that's if it's like your channel. With YouTube, I mean more like sending out emails to content creators. What about TikTok? For us, TikTok has never really been that good because we're kind of in like a weird, like almost shadow ban state where none of our TikToks go over 300 or 700 views, and that's it. Kidnap and keep Markiplier in your basement and force him to cover the game for food. Unfortunately, I do not have a basement. We've not earned enough money for that. Oh, we have a timer. I didn't even see this. 46 days. This is accurate. Oh. I should do like a timer until MMO98 release. Like we had like a similar one. I think I removed it like here. There was like a timer of like hours until next fest. We should just like get this one as well, like hours until release. Like 46 days is not a lot of time. We're over halfway of development. So yeah. TikTok's at region locked. Yeah, the strategy is like you need to get like pre-warmed up accounts in like America and you need to use like VPNs, but then you'll get like banned or whatever. It's just so much like intricacies and nuance, and it's like, I don't fucking know. Just let me make the game. Why are you sticking to short dev cycle? Because we are still, wishlists do not give us money right now. If we wait longer, Bite Me is still going to run out of money. That problem has not been solved. We now see 2 months, 3 months down the line, 3 months from now, we're going to get the first Steam payment from MMO98. Yeah. Sockhouse, are we talking about the same kind of YouTube? I'm talking about sending an email to a content creator. I feel like you're talking about doing devlogs. If it's doing devlogs, yeah, the amount of effort is not worth it to promote your games. But I don't even count it in the consideration. When I mean content creators, I just mean like send it out to other people. Don't make your own fucking devlog. You can send emails on YouTube? Yeah. You can. If you go to youtube.com/@BiteMeGames, you can find a bunch of people's emails. Like here, if you go to BiteMeGames, for example, they either have it like just in their URL, or there's like a button here, look at email address, you need to fill in a CAPTCHA, and then you also get an email address, and you can track them. Hey, Evelyn as well, how is it going? It's going pretty good here, but yeah, that kind of thing, Funky Slot. Also, we don't need more time for MMO98. I think this is honestly still a perfect amount of time we have. So why would we work like even more? There's a limit to the CAPTCHA. Yeah, it's about 10 a day per Google account. So what I then used to do is like, if I put them in a spreadsheet, I would just like send Thomas and William and be like, congratulations, you are now part of my Pakistani click farm. Just solve CAPTCHAs for me and fill in the emails. Yeah, starting your own channel is not worth it. But you say that, Sockhouse, and then this is the wrong channel. I mean, to be honest, this is generational luck. To get 108k views on a channel with 50 subscribers. I don't know how this happened. So yeah. Yeah, no more cooking also doesn't mean more money. We're working with 2 people. It's me and William on the game. Thomas is still working on another semi-unannounced incremental idle game that we've been working on for a while at this point. But yeah, long struggle starts to pay off, it seems. So yeah. FPS 98. I don't know. I have other ideas for other games that we're gonna make. Those are still far out. It's a thumbnail in the MMO98 font. It just works. Yeah, surprisingly so. And then the trailer also really vibed with people. So yeah. Get your other games a little push. So our games did actually have a push. I talked about it in the monthly business overview tonight as well. But it was more, if we look at the last 2 weeks, I think if I zoom out a little bit more, it's going to be more visible. You see like there's this peak here. This is also because all of our games went on discount whilst the Steam Next Fest happened. I don't think there is that much of a... I don't know how much traffic of this is from MMO98 though. I honestly don't think like that much. It's mainly Unicycle Pizza Time. But yeah, I think it's not really that big. I think older games only would make sense if they get a push. Like for example, we do a bundle. Like our Anomaly bundle, Anomaly Hunters bundle always still performs well. I think like if we were to launch another Anomaly game, then I think once again, Overtime Anomaly and Kyoto Anomaly would pick up some steam again. But I think I'm just surprised people still buy the Bite Me Games collection as well. Maybe this one is gonna get more picked up as well. For example, Unicycle Pizza Time and Pedal 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 bundle has performed really well. And I think this is because Pedal 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 also just had a DLC come out. The doesn't flow well. Okay, people do not like it, it seems, but yeah. The dev from Pedal 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 is nice. Saw him in an interview a few months ago. You mean like this? An interview such as me with the dev of Pedal Pedal Pedal. God, this was such a horrible filming location. But yeah. Oh, and German channel. Okay, yeah. He's been doing a bit of a media tour as well. My goal is still awkward camera setup. Yep, because there was just like not more space in like the boot. Basically, it was a very, you know, you pedal with the pedals you get is kind of a Dutch saying we have, and that was definitely the case there. Why are you both looking at the camera and standing behind him? So it's just how the venue was made. It was an incredibly awkward location. I'm gonna draw this out for you because just fuck it, we have time. Okay, so the venue when I recorded that Pedal 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 video. So we are at Gamescom. We have, oh, this is the most straight line ever. So this is the main, like, road, quote unquote road, right? Is like this, and then there is this little hallway here, and this was the Assemble Entertainment booth. Like this whole thing was Assemble. It was like his publisher. But the way this was ordered or like sorted is every booth was like this. And then there was another booth like right here. And this was a hallway. And the tripod was here. And then this was me. And then this was also, okay, 2 M's. And that was kind of why the angle is just so weird. Because I could not block this main entrance road because there were like developers here as well that were showcasing like their game to other people, and then we were like here. So that's why it was so awkward. This was like probably, I would say, 1.5 meter, and that's kind of why the video was so awkward to record, because then here we had like more booths. So this guy also had like, it was a nightmare. But yeah, that was kind of why it was so awkward. If it was like on the main road, if I could just put like the camera here, that would have been easy, but that wasn't possible. So that was the things, yeah. What's your projection for the 10K wishlist? Still like 10 to 20%? I think like 10% minimum. I don't know. We'll have to see. Imagine an interviewer completely behind the person. Yeah, it was awkward. Also, my like camera lens wasn't like, I don't have like a super wide angle lens because I didn't really expect needing that either. But yeah, I think this bundle, for example, or like this DLC did give us more visibility, because I think he also did a daily deal which then came to us in part as well. So yeah, are you gonna make more fun slop games? I still want to revisit hard carry. Probably second half of this year or something. Not immediately yet, but it is something that I do still think is a solid idea. I think it's not like immediately priority now. If an idea comes up, I would still want to try it out. Yeah. So a game like hard carry in the next fest. Yeah, there were a few, I think. High Lost Gamers as well. Was extremely hard game. Was this part of the next fest? Or not? This is the game kind of like the most like... it does look like they... I think they were part of the next fest, I guess. Based on this spike. Soon the Anomaly Tourist Bundle. Yep, it's done, Koragar, Gonzalo. Don't worry. I guess this is the game. This is kind of the closest we saw to a game like hard carry. So we kind of want to go back to the drawing board. Hold your king. Huh. I saw someone someone made like a post of like how I think it's Ithapi. Actually, no. The peak, no, this is just like peak characters. These are getting more and more common. This is very hard carry. But it's like Sinti slop. Not like slop. It performed very well as well. Yeah, this is basically hard carry, I guess. With 4-player call. Hold the queen too. Damn, they stole your whole flow. I don't know if this is a Bite Me viewer game or not. At the end of the day, you can't, you know, there are still so many things I would say kind of wrong with this game that they could make better. But yeah, well, there goes the idea. I don't know. I think we can still do it different. I think visually we could also be different because this is just like Sinti. I think the low poly stylized view. Like Carry the Gloss performed well. Yeah, it's not a competitor. It's idea validation, indeed. No one's doing PBR. Not that I could find. Like, there's one stretcher together, but this is just a game that's so bad that I don't even count it as... Well, this is 100 reviews, even with 47% positive. This is like PBR, but their stretcher mechanics are just also like ass. Yeah. Where like I wouldn't want this style. Like also like this is just Acid Flip City. Like I know this city. It's by like reversed int. So once again, it's like probably can do better. I mean, they still definitely did get the bag. This is like 25, 30, 40k that they made with the game for a 47% positive game. I think that's pretty good. They now have their next game, Moonshiner Simulator, which is once again 650 followers already. They clearly know how to make games that have appeal, at least. Even if it may be a little bit acid flippy. What Pact with the Devil do you need to perform to get 100 reviews? Yeah. Yeah, more context and a more realistic feel. That's kind of the idea, but it just needs... it has some problem. Like you see like how they just jump? Like, it is zero groundedness, basically. Is Thomas jealous that you and William get to work on the success story of a game? No, because right now, Unicycle Pizza Time is still the success story of Bite Me, which is what Thomas has worked on. I think there's also no jealousy. Like we're too good friends with each other to really care, because there's no jealousy. Just Bite Me wins. The game Thomas is working on right now also has a lot of potential to be a big banger in a very different sense, but there's still a lot of potential there as well. Yeah. They're just bros. That is what it is. It's not that deep. It's not like there's lots of jealousy. I don't think so. I really don't think so. If we win, we win. And that's it. Is he working on his own game? He's working together with me on another game. We pushed that announcement a little bit back. It's going to be probably May now. Because for the next 1.5 weeks, I'm going to be like... 1.5 months, sorry. I'm going to be like mainly 100% focused on MO98. And we need some work still done in terms of his game on like UI and things like that. And I don't have time for that right now. Like, it doesn't make sense for me to work on another game that is untested or like unverified because it's not public yet, when we have this like mini golden goose basically. This is the wrong wishlist one. So that's why like right now I'm focusing a little bit more on MMO98 compared to the other game. Like, we have a bunch of stuff already ready, and he's just been working on like adding a lot of mechanical depth to the game. I just need to like spend 1 or 2 weeks on that game, go through all of the UI, go through all of the level design, and make it prettier as well. How long until Bite Me makes a medium scope game? I think still a long time. Because I talked to William already about what's going to be the next game of Bite Me. Can we see this chart for the wish list? You can. Here, last 2 weeks. Like, I talked to William of like, okay, what is the next game we're gonna make? Because maybe we still want to participate in the June Next Fest for our next game there. 2 games would be pretty cool. I don't know if it's gonna happen. But it would once again be a pretty small scope game. It's not MMO98. But it would probably be like an incremental game, taking what we've learned so far from MMO98 and then like making an even better version. And then also laboratory games, maybe off topic, where you guys plan to go to DreamHack or Gamescom this year. The events, there's 3 events I'm going to this year. The first one nobody is going to go to, I think. Tokyo Indie Game Summit, which is in 2 weeks in Tokyo. I'm gonna go to this one. I'll be going to Bit Summit as well, which is end of May in Kyoto. And then I am also going to Gamescom. Gamescom and Gamescom Dev, I think is what they call it now. It used to be called DevCom. Where I'll be going to the entire Gamescom Dev, because honestly, this is an event that is better for me in terms of creating content. And then I think 1 or maybe 2 days of actual... Oh, this is a leader. I don't want that. This is basically the 2 days before Gamescom. I don't know when. But yeah, I'm going to be going to Gamescom in Gamescom Dev. But I won't be there on the weekend. And that should be it. I'm not planning many more events because of kind of, you know, geographical issues. I wanted to go to... What's the Taiwan game show? I don't know. Ticket sales for Gamescom have started, by the way. I don't need to buy tickets, Zach. Normally, I can just get my press tickets. So, should be fine. I always go as a press. There's like a few other events. Like, I think Busan. Like, maybe Gamescom Asia would be one that I would like to maybe go. Oh, is it in Singapore? No, it's Thailand, right? Yeah, it's now in Thailand. Maybe I want to go to this one. But yeah, give it scenarios where you would work together with a publisher. I don't think there would be any time I'm planning on working with a publisher. But I don't know, like 3 main events. I don't know about the other ones. Maybe there's like some other event that I want to join at some point, but it's more for content anyways compared to like showcasing our games. So yeah. But yeah, I think otherwise, is it finally time we're going to actually work on the game? I have never heard about Kagura Games. So I don't think I can help you there. It's only been 50 minutes of yapping, guys. Am I really already going to have to work on this game? I mean, I don't really mind that much. My old boss went to Bangkok for his honeymoon. Have you ever considered doing a collab with other devs? Bite Me X something. You mean like I was to work together on a game, I think that's just, I don't think that makes a lot of sense for us. I don't see the immediate like reason why we would want to do that. Good time, I'm just sitting down to work. It's time to grind Peter. Because I also don't really see the benefit of like working with, like, you know, we already have a lot of people working on our games, basically. Like it's me, William, we have Thomas, so it's like why, like it's kind of, I don't know why we would need like even more. Just gonna copy this. Why is this text frame? Okay, I don't know why it's like that. These buttons can go away. I think something got fucked up with the prefabs. Because this button also has like the default Textures Pro text. Okay. It makes sense for solo devs to collab. Yeah, I already have someone that I know who works well. Could you show the Unicycle Pizza Time sales page? Sure thing, just for you. Unicycle Pizza Time. Not 1 year. How far back do I need to go? August 28. What is MO98? That's the game we're working on. This is the Unicycle Pizza Time sales page. It's a great game. So yeah, we're looking at 30k gross, 20k net. We have a pretty steep refund rate. I think that is partially just because of the genre as well. And the median time played, 54 minutes. Average time played, 2 hours. Okay, this is actually pretty solid, I would say. Okay. So, it is time to work. Unicycle Pizza game is hard to sell. It's only hard if you have a skill issue. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rework this pop-up thing entire. I'm just gonna make a generic pop-up thing because I'm being like a little bit annoyed lately with like how all of this works. I want it to be smooth to move. Basically, I want to be able to drag this anyway, and like the buttons would just stick around, and then I'm just gonna prefabify this. Oh, I have a vertical layout group, that's why. Remove component, and then we're just gonna do it the manual way. So the header is always gonna be stuck. It's gonna have 15, 15, minus 30. Okay. Getting mega skill issued and refunding the game right after. Yeah, I think that's kind of it. And it's like, is it ideal? No. Is it worth like pushing updates for? Also not really. Let's just make these numbers a little bit neater. So 220, okay. I know at this one we go here. So it's 15, 15. This is gonna be 40 then, yep. And then the body would just be, fill up the entire space, 15, 15, 75, 70, 65. Okay, and now we should be able to just like very easily rescale. If you don't lose it, okay, towards the middle. So the okay, this is actually just It's something, I don't know, Unity or font-based. It's only in editor that it looks like this. We're planning to add skins to Norman, if that's what you mean, Toma Bokas. Like the moment, like you see here as well, like the dashboard, it's like super offset, right? But if we actually go in game, it looks normal. It's super annoying. Like also the Norman text here is like giga fucked. In game, it does not look like that. If we were using Godot, we wouldn't have this problem. Unfortunately, we do not use Godot. So that's life. Like I think it's gonna actually be visible now. Yeah, you see like now, it looks very normal. And normal looks very normal as well. I don't know why. Yeah, Godot mentioned. What is it? Sock house, more like fuck house. Soon we have to start warning about paying for our Unity license. Except we don't, because we get a Unity license for free. The rich keep winning. Who is this game for? Wood Dragon? I think it's just not for you. And I think that's very fine, because all you've been doing is complaining about this. God gave you 2 hands and some thumbs for a reason. To just look up, and if it's not your game, it's not your game. But it's clearly for a big audience. If you don't, it's not for you, that's fine. Okay, so this should... How you got that for Unity license? So you have to... This is actually a carryover from John Riccitello when I used to give him a free hand job at Gamescom. And then he gave me a crisp Unity license. That is not the case. Actually, Unity has this thing called Unity Insider. The Unity Insider program. If you are someone with some clout, like you're a content creator, then you can get like access to like free... you get a free Unity Pro license. You can go to like certain events. Like last year at Gamescom, Unity organized a like after party, and then I could go there as well. You have like direct connection. That's also like, because I'm a Unity insider, is why I was able to go to the Unity U Day. I was able to do the video with like the Japanese game developer. I was able to do the video with Unity at Gamescom because I'm part of the like insider program. I also think we're gonna sort of follow Ducat Hoarder. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to call this, I think it's still called backgrounds. Start menu background, customization, yep, okay. I'm going to hide the footer for now. Do we have a general? We do. I'm just going to throw this pop-up in here. So yeah. Unity After Party is crazy. Did you go? I did. I met the developers behind, I think it was called Orbit Metal. I hope they're still around, because I think Ubisoft has been closing a lot of studios. This is like just a bunch of French people working in Unity. Like there's a lot of Unity people there. Like it's all like big studios. It's not just like content creator, but it's also like real developers who use Unity who go there. It's not really like indies. For example, also I was recently probably you guys know like Linus Tech Tips, right? With like Black Friday, a lot of people were like the console you've never heard about before. Why is there so much members only stuff? What did they do here? Okay, like the best-selling console you've never heard of. I actually had a chat with the CEO of the next, I think it's called like Next Playground, at that Unity after party as well, because they use Unity as like their baseline thing as well. So yeah, It was very nice. There was not immediately a video. Like, I was like considering like, we do a video, but they were like not really looking for more developers immediately. So they were like, whatever. But still, I got to meet like some of the people there as well. Oh, I don't want customization. I want milestones. I need to change this title. I think it's still called achievements. Okay, it's still called achievements here as well. Why is it called achievements? Achievement. I'm gonna change it. Let's just go to my spreadsheet. General. Because we're going to have to do some things here. Like, we're gonna add some localizations. Milestones underscore title. Milestones. Go back to Unity. And now we need to think deeply. Because we have a few design issues. I should be able to rename this now to not achievement, but milestones. Yep. And then we're going to also go to taskbar, bar, start menu, content, achievements. Let's call this milestones. And then here as well, put this onto milestones. So the goal right now is that I just make the UI, and then later on, William can be the one in charge of actually implementing all of that. So yeah. Pricing is set for M198. Yeah, it's going to be $5.99 with a 20% launch discount is the current idea. Maybe I'm going to make it 10%. Maybe I'm going to keep 20%. That general ballpark, I think, is kind of what I want to go for. So basically $5 on release is, I think, a pretty valid price. I wanted to price a little bit higher than Unicycle Pizza Time, because Unicycle Pizza Time like was $5, but the moment you start factoring in discounts and then the Steam cut and all of those things, we just weren't making enough per copy basically anymore. Like also regionalized pricing. So I think $5.99 is a little bit better. I think the game has enough content. 6 with 10%, 7 with 20%. Yeah, indeed. Huh. I just see like Bite Me Games timed out Wood Dragon for 600 seconds. Was that you, William? Are you here? It was not me, I can tell you that. I think $7 would be perfectly fine. 6 or 7. We'll see closer to release. I think I'd rather play around with pricing. I just tuned in. So yeah. What do you think about doing the trick Click and Conquer did, make it $10, 50% discount? That's not what they did, Super Eta, because 50% discount is not something that Steam supports even. I think a great update that you can give to your home screen is actually open like Windows screen. You mean like the main menu? That was something me and William considered. I'm kind of getting back on it. They did 40% because 40% is the most you can do. There's no difference between 6 and 8. Yeah, that's also true. We'll see, maybe. I want to keep the main menu UX pretty usable still. I think the idea of basically having like, you know, your main menu looking like this, like, you know, like an actual Windows 98, and then there's like a button here that says like play game, whilst cool on paper, I think it's not normie friendly enough. Yeah, Civ games and all of that get 90%. It's only the launch discount that you can do at most 40%. After launch, you can discount more. But I just think this is not good, like, user UX. I think you do need to have, like, start game, load game options, and not be it like, where do I find my settings in this mess? Why is there a gnome dancing at me and all of those things? So yeah. Now, okay, let's go back to our pop-up. I'm playing it non-full screen, by the way. That's fine, Takaxo. Does clicking on pinball actually do something? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're procrastinating with this one. Here we go. 3D pin. Oh, it even comes with sound. This is so loud. I'm gonna... Okay. How did this work again? What's the button to start? I played this before. New game. Launch ball. I thought it was space, but I have no ball for some reason. Anyways. Do I need to push something? Ah, here, yeah. I am learning. Oh. It's running at an extremely low frame rate currently. I don't know why. But yeah, it is in fact functional. So yeah. Did you remake it? Oh, this is not mine. This is from a website called 98js.org, which is like, we are not remaking pinball for our game. Yeah. When the game is so good, people confuse a real emulator with the game. Yeah. What we did do, I actually, is that your biggest reference? That is the one for, like, if I quickly want to look up something. I think my biggest reference is this one, 98CSS. Which is like a JavaScript framework that explains all of the, like, styling rules of Windows 98. And like how it exactly works. And then if I'm not sure like how to style something, or like what's the rules to be like accurate, I would look it up here. So yeah, like one thing we recently reworked as well is like you now have multiple modes to play like Minesweeper. There are still some issues I realized. Fuck. Is there like a way? Oh yeah, it's gonna be this one. With like finding out if there's like a... Fuck. I think the win condition currently is kind of broken. But yeah, you can like change it. For the people who really hate their life. I already told William we are not putting an achievement behind beating like advanced. Like you're gonna get an achievement for beating beginner difficulty. Because this is like, you know, this is still feasible to achieve. But yeah. Bomb Duster Game of the Year. Yeah. Because Minesweeper is like a copyrighted term. But Bomb Duster? With very similar mechanics? Fuck. Now that's fair game. I am incredibly bad at Minesweeper. Minesweeper timer should start on first click. Okay. I needed to look at the Minesweeper anyway, because it currently doesn't trigger wins correctly. You think achievements should be somewhat game capped? No, because people like 200% games. We saw it with feedback from Kyoto Anomaly as well, where there were like some achievements that kind of are like almost RNG-like. People do not like it because people do really want 200%. And I think like hiding an achievement behind, oh, you need to beat the game in expert difficulty, which is like, brother, what the fuck is this? I think this is just evil, and you should not do that. It's kind of the idea. So we're gonna like have like a background or something You get it. I think I will not add an achievement for the alternate ending. Oh, I would do that still. But yeah, I wouldn't do like speedrun trophies anymore, I think. Did you code Minesweeper from scratch? Yeah, William coded it from scratch. I'm actually gonna update. Nah, can I update this? Is this easy? I actually don't think this is easy. Yeah, because we don't have a pop-up set for it right now. So that's fine. Okay. Why would you call it ending A? You can also have achievements that are hidden. We have a few hidden achievements for Kyoto Anomaly that you can't see like until you've actually gotten them. But then I think you should also add or make it easy for someone to have a way. Is it on this channel? I actually don't think so. Mace, the 3D pipes is indeed something I wanted to do. The problem is just like it's shaders, and it's like I hate this. I think I hope I can find it actually over time or not. Did I delete the channel? I know I feel like I may have removed it by accident. Where I had made a video of myself, but you want to have like support for like or you just send your game to like this guy. You want to have this basically, especially for anomaly games, where like people can see what are the individual anomalies and all of that. I did that for overtime anomaly. I think I wrote a Steam guide. Few discussions, and then we can go to guides. Here. Unlocking the secret ending. So this is a guide that I made. Oh yeah, it's on the old channel. Of how do you actually unlock the full ending. So if people want to, they can still do it. We're not going to get add crypto. Yeah. Still show up on the list on Steam. I don't know if I can easily see this for myself, actually. I'm not sure exactly how the achievement's visibility works again. Oh, it's just like spoiler, I guess. Or maybe it is because I'm logged in and I've achieved it? No. Oh yeah, no, it's if I'm logged in. You can always still see that there is an achievement, just not the description, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, this may be a SteamDB thing, actually. I'm not sure, because I have like some... What the hell is Steam Hunters? What are the stars? I'm learning new things. Oh, it's like you can get points. They like calculate points or something for you. I'm not sure. It's not possible to totally hide the existence as well. I really like the $6 price point. Yeah, I think it's just the best kind of general area. Anyways, I still have not... Okay, we really need to do some UI work. The idea is we're going to have a header row once again. Did I make a tab prefab, or did I just copy paste them always? Okay, let's go. It's going to be in the background pop-up. Body tab header. Let's just copy paste this. Ta-da! This should actually be part of the body. Perfect. Okay. And then we're going to have two main tabs. Oh. We have a tab for studio-wide achievements. Do I have it open anymore? I don't have it open anymore. Give me a second. We're gonna have 2 categories of achievements in the game. I push the small commit, contain a milestones pop-up script you can assign to the game object and assign it into the UI registry. Okay. Thank you, William. I think it wasn't really priority because I don't think we're going to finish that much about the pop-ups anyway. But I'll pull it. Wood Dragon is back. How the hell do we do this again? Okay, let's just ban the guy. He's gone. Perfect. Do you ever use Vivox? No, we did not. That way you can see it in game at least. Yeah. All right. When I release better tomorrow. Hey Zach, how's it going? 3 types of achievements. Maybe. Okay. Enjoy lunch, William. What time is it? It is lunchtime. It's 12:17 already. The guy's been working hard. Okay, yeah, I have it. So we're going to put up the script, and then I think I can just assign it so that it doesn't open the not in demo thing anymore. Let me actually check. What did it change? Yeah, the UI registry now has a pop-up for it. Sockhouse could have made an entire game in the time that Unity takes to recompile from one pool, because that's the power of Godot. Oh, okay, so milestones pop up, content, blocker, close button. Okay, and then in the UI registry, pop up milestones. Milestone pop-up. So now normally, oh, I should have disabled it, but the button should work. I think it will now auto close actually. Yeah. Okay. The tabs still don't work and it uses the wrong idea. Basically, all I want to say, we're gonna have studio-wide achievements, which is like one save file, and then big game-wide achievements. And then you can switch between studio and game-wide achievements here, and then we're gonna have like a little thing that shows like total achievement progress probably. And then this is going to be a scroll rect that just shows like individual tasks that you need to do. Do you think the idler genre will become oversaturated? I don't think the idler genre in general will become oversaturated. I think certain styles, maybe. But we also need to add Norman some more animations because he danced too much. Indeed. We have a bunch of stuff planned still. We have 46 days left. We should be fine, right? It could be like a notepad.exe. Oh, Streamlabs did not like that. Oh, with your to-do list. No, I'll probably make it a little bit nicer. So I'm gonna call this tab Studio. This is like, you know, step global. Would you recommend still doing idler? Yeah. Next game, so you're gonna make her still idlers? I think you just need to think about what style you're planning on making. Have you worked on? I've never worked on. I have played before. Genre you weren't familiar with. I played a bunch of like viewer games and all of that. Like I don't know if you like, idler games have existed for so fucking long. I don't know if anyone here played it. This apparently people still play this game to this day. I had like so many hours of playtime on this game, like 10 years ago. These are idler incremental games as well, Egg Inc. And it's still printing money apparently as well. 1.4 million reviews. Actually, such a coded game. Yep. And these are also like idler games have been going on for a long time. I was playing this in middle school with the boys. Can we see when this game came out? No way, it was 2016. Was it that new? Ah, it's only 10 years old. It was maybe like first year of high school then. People like who like idler games need to discover Paradox Interactive. Trash the Planet? I have not heard of Trash the Planet before. No, but okay. So, and now we need a tab body. This should not be -5. This should just be 0, 0. Oh, wrong one. So then we get something like this. Actually, I'm thinking we do not need. How am I going to show this? I have an idea. Okay. In here, we're going to put a scroll view. Gonna make this take up the entire height. We are going to delete the, what's the vertical one? I always forget. We're going to delete the horizontal one. None. Okay. Why does it look like this? Okay, so that one remains. Scroll bar vertical. Do I have it? I think it's just a button that we use for it, actually. Not here. Sliding area. Handle. Okay. Why don't you make the milestones file look like notepad files on Windows Explorer? Because I think we're going to have more. And also we want to have progress tracking. So that's something I want to do is like have progress bars for our milestones. So you can see like how far along the way you are and not just be a binary have it or don't have it. Give me like a few minutes. I think I know what I want. I'm going to put this on 2 to -2. Okay. And then the viewport, and then in here we have content, and we're going to make this a grid layout group. And then in here, I'm going to just ram an image. 2 of them. And now we just have to play with cell size. So our entire pop-up is 800 wide. So probably each cell is going to be like 360, 370, and then a padding of 10. 10, it's gonna be a little bit too big, 360. And then let's give it 4, 4, 4. Let's do 370. Can we do 370? No, 365. Let's do 370 and let's just reduce this a little bit. Perfect, like this. The progress could be the file size. I'm still not 100% sure. Actually, I'm gonna make this 360. I'm gonna make this 8. I'm gonna make this 8, 8, 8 as well. 364. Sure, okay. So we're going to call this milestone entry. And this needs to get like... I think this needs to go back up. This needs some height. Okay. And every milestone entry is going to get an image. Let's do 80 by 80. It's gonna get an icon. Let's just give it something placeholder right now. This might be too big. This is way too big actually. Let's make this 50 by 50. And let's make this a height of 60, 70. We need more text, 80. Do I have a milestones? Yes. Milestone entry becomes a prefab. So I can just copy paste. So we need a bunch of things. We need a title. Milestone title, which will be localized. Font size 20, because this takes up a lot of space. Like, we put this. Yeah, let's make this 16. So now it looks like this in game. And then we also need a milestone description. It's a bit longer. And then we make this like 12, but 12 is already very small. So we need to reduce the... Like this is becoming like legibility issues. So I don't think I want to go under 14. In which case, I think I will just end up making the milestones pop-up larger. And I think that's gonna solve some of the issues. Larger and taller. Yeah, I have the video on max screen size. I think that is indeed the issue. I think there's no reason to keep it that small. I think we can definitely use more space. So now if we go back to our content, I think we can make this like 450, 460. And then like make it 12. So then it would look like this. I think there's a little bit too much spacing in between each entry. And also this should be... Yeah, let's reduce the spacing to like 4, 4. They go for 470. Okay, perfect. Would you also recommend 3 idler games to get a good understanding of the genre? Okay. 3 idler games that I played and I got a good understanding of. Now, this is for my case. You can just play like demos of this even. Number 1, Execute. This was the game that was directly responsible for MO98. I think you can see why. Like, oh, I think you can see why. This is the game that gave me the idea of the Windows 98 style. Yeah. If you want to go for like the genre that I don't suggest making anymore, then it's gonna be like a game about feeding a black hole. Where I think this is very much the saturated style at this point. Or like, yeah, Nodebuster like. Nodebuster was like the original of like, have circle around something and then do that upgrade loop. A game that I also really liked the vibe of is Fill Up the Hole, which is one, this is more of the like idle incremental, and then also very simple like visual style, good vibes. This is a, I would say like a better one. Hey, only one lucky as well. Thank you very much. And then yeah, Tower Wizard. I never really vibed with Tower Wizards. Realm Grinder is like that's like a true idler. It's sort of like you have like thousands of hours on this. Can I see how many hours William has in Realm Grinder? Games owned. He has too many. Find a game. Yeah, so he has 2,123 hours in Realm Grinder. So this is like, this is a different kind of, this is not what most people in our audience kind of want to make. He has also 100% at that game. This is not what most Bite Me viewers want to go. There's like a similar one is like Melvor Idol, which he also has 2,300 hours in. Those are very different than like a Feed the Reactor, for example, which is like you 100% that game in 3 hours. This is like a small scoped girl game. Enjoy the rest of your day, Gonzalo. So yeah, there are differences in different styles of incremental games in that regard. 3D incremental games. I think 3D incremental games are currently slept on. I still have my free game idea if anybody wants of I still, if I don't think it's gonna work that well. I want an AC 130 incremental game. I think this is just such a genius idea of the upgrade of an incremental game that is like the Nodebuster like, but 3D, small scope. You can go so far in it. It's a proven gameplay loop that's fun because nobody doesn't like sitting in a in an AC 130 and just gunning down shit. At least I really enjoyed it in like Battlefield and all of the like similar Call of Duty games that had it. That's a Galaxy Brain idea. Bunker Buster like. So yeah, if you make this game, you're gonna make $1 million. I just want a Patreon membership and that's it. I think those can still work. You also saw it with Berry at the end of the day. So yeah, I think those are some of the games that I would suggest. Sounds like those old Flash defense games, maybe. Okay, so now that we have this, we can make this image a little bit bigger. Maybe actually, I'm going to just create an empty parent. That was not a parent. Oh, because I'm working in the prefab now. Ah. Okay, I'm just gonna... If I delete the prefab, is it gonna fuck up shit? Okay, yeah. I'm just going to prefab unpack for now, because it's otherwise it's too much pain. And we're gonna call it milestone entry. Create empty parent. Icon frame. Give it an image. It's not an image. I think I have my... Do we do a regular frame? We can do like this. Let's make this 70 by 70. This way I also can see like how am I positioning it. Oh well, should be fine. This one goes center. Okay. Then this one can go like here. This one can go like here. We will then add a operation progress. Do I not have a regular progress bar? Huh. To be only one scrollable row? You mean like not having two next to each other? I think there is not that much need for like the double, for like an entire width one. I think this would probably still fit better. Because we also are gonna mark, probably I'm gonna have to make like a variant that's like marked as complete of the milestones. I'm gonna stick with this for now, and then we can still change it later on as well if needed. So milestone description is a bit longer. Now we can give both of these full width as well. It's gonna snap. Okay, so it snaps. So we give this 2 lines basically. Makes sense if you want to track multiple. Yeah, you're gonna have like so many running at the same time as well. And then I'm going to add a... It's called a slider, right? Yeah, I think I'm just going to throw in the operation progress. Let's give this a width of 300, height of... Oh, it's just called loading bar, and then we have a segmented loading bar script. The idea would be that it kind of like, just like this, shows progress. Can I like easily fake this? I'm just gonna pull this out of the prefab, the loading bar. Unpack. Made a slider look like a file transfer bar. Have you seen Horiplant? Yeah, I've seen the Horiplant. Horror incremental indeed. I think the most funny part of Horiplant is their supporter pack, which allows you to just disable dithering. Like, I think it does a little bit more, but Horiplant supporter pack. The ability to disable the dithering shader. See what's underneath the heavy pixelization pulse right there. So you can just like see, this is like how the game normally looks. And then this is just like the sketches or like kind of the art that they did in the full game. Change your portraits, you can be a cat. I don't know, like the other stuff. Do not grant any boost, yeah. Hey Rover, how's it going? How does the file transfer work? I think it's just a segmented. Yeah, we have this. We have segmented progress bar support. We can do this. This is very easy. We have support for that. It's literally in here. Segment count 10. I don't think I can like easily fake because they get spawned like magically through like the script. Oh, I should not have done this. This should be 0. Okay, 0, 0. There's a little bit too much. I see why. And then the loading bar, this one should be like this. So this way, this bar gets like filled up with the like individual segments. So you can see your progress. Maybe what I would do is like turn this here, and then let's just add a Textmesh Pro, and let's just do like 44.9%, whatever, just as a actually don't need to localize text because it's a number. 18. Like do something in this style. So you can also still like visually see, actually, I think this text should go outside of it. How far completion-wise you are. Do you consider using UI Toolkit, or you feel like Legacy UI is better? I think Legacy UI is just better if you want to bash things together. Probably UI Toolkit is good if you're a real game developer. I think the Legacy UI, like the Legacy Toolkit, especially now that it's not going away, is like, why wouldn't you use it? Especially if you just throw like things together. I know for like VR stuff and whatever, it's like, yeah, it's better. It's like, yeah, so boring. Give me something else. This needs to be 0. And then I think this also is 0. So now we get something. I'm actually gonna see if I can make this just a tiny bit more wide. Or like tall. What's your wishlist goal for release? I think at this point, the actual file, yeah, we use the number in the middle, but visibility-wise, it's just not good. In a lot of, like you can see like here, we do use it, but this works because it's like white text on red background. But it's I'm not really happy with how this is visually, so I'm going to prevent using it too much. I think wishlist goal 15K is pretty doable. 20K would be ideal. How do we do font localization? Here we have our Unity like localization, and in assets font, we have 2 keys: main font, box art font, and then we just assign like the asset font per language, basically. Yeah, I feel like users find it too complex. Yeah, it's not my jam, at least. And then we just do like, we have this little font localization script. I actually don't know what this does. William wrote it, and it like handles the swapping. Is a font like 8K with 160 megabytes each? I think it's just 4K. I do not know the size. So Chinese main. Or 4x4K. I do not know the exact size, but yeah, it's always going to be... It shouldn't be 160, or at least it gets compressed pretty good. Can I see like... Oh, this is just the size. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. But yeah, what language you add to the game? It's going to be easiest to just show on Steam, I think. We have 15 languages right now. But like, you know, English, Japanese, French, German, Spanish from Spain, Dutch, Indonesian, Korean, Polish, Portuguese, Brazil, Russian, Simplified Chinese, Spanish, Latin America, Thai, and Turkish. Have you heard much anti-Chinese sentiment there? Meh. Yes and no. I don't know. I don't go out enough, I would say, to really notice it that much. But yeah. How do you handle contains AI? We just got rid of AI. Please just remove the AI generated art. We ended up getting rid of it. So that's that. Let's go back to Unity because I got sidetracked. Curse you. We need a few more things. Like this is okay, the milestone entry. So now it looks like this, which I think allows me to make this text actually go a little bit higher in font size. Okay, we can make this work. I'm gonna make this 18. And then we're just going to make this entire content. Let's make this 130. So you have a little bit more to work with. I'm going to delete these again. This is 20. No, 17 now. This one can go up. This one can go up. This image can go bigger. This can now be like 80 by 80. And then go down a little bit more to kind of anchor where the bottom is going to be of this text. You should make money. Like this is the whole thing. Thank you very much as well, Star Ass Games. I think this looks better already. Let's just paste a bunch more. So now we get this visually. Also, I think I need to put a content size filter, vertical fit preferred size. Yep, and now it's an actual scroll bar. Actually, I need to clean up this sliding handle thing here. Can I just make this transparent? I'm actually not supposed for what it's supposed to look like. Okay. So let's just take a quick look at like in-game. How does this feel? Is this kind of the vibe we want to go for? Also, we need to keep in mind that we may not always have... You're trying to convince me to knock out an incremental as I sit here trying to grind this baby. I do not condone you murdering children, Peter.
Hey, I hope you've been enjoying...
That was a jump scare. I'm sorry, I pushed the wrong button on my stream deck. Yeah, you can reloading. Yeah. But it's like... And then we get other problem. Because then I forget that I've disabled reloading the domain. Okay, so now if I go here to milestones... I can scroll down. I hate that I can do this. This Fuck you, Unity. Why do you allow me to do this? This is so cursed. I should disable this. I also hate that you can like... Yeah, it has that like fussy. Whatever. We're gonna fix it. Meanwhile, Norman is just vibing. Would you rather release with 50k wishes collected in 2 years or 10k wishes you collect in 2 months? I think the 50k would still be better in that case. The problem is I don't want to work 2 years on one game. Because you're going to earn more money by making a 10k wishlist game in 2 months, if you can repeat that, compared to like 50k in 2 years. Like, you know, if both have equal comfort, like you can charge more as well for the like longer scoped game probably as well. Okay, scroll view, movement time clamped, and then disable inertia, and then disable horizontal. I think that was it. Yeah, return on investment is better for 10k, I think. Oh, I'm still looking at the wrong screen. Now I'm at the wrong screen, Grant. I'm a professional. Okay, so now if we go to milestones. Perfect. We can no longer scroll like too far, and we can no longer like move to the side. That was luckily an easy fix. So one thing now is, what if I have an achievement that is binary. Should I then just delete the wait, let me actually just rename this progress percentage, title, description. Let's say I have something binary. Do I simply delete these? Yeah, it still looks okay. It's more fun watching someone work on an incremental game. Oh, Scorpion, thank you very much as well for the 40 bits and congrats. Yeah. Is it easy to swap out the UI graphics? Not really. Like, you know, like switching between like Windows XP and Windows 98, but no. It's kind of miserable. Like people are also like, oh, can you make like a dark mode? There is no dark mode. The dark mode is just, it's kind of we have a like less bright mode, but like we're not doing like dark mode UI, for example, because this is very much like light mode team with like the grays as well. Okay, I think one more thing that I want to add actually is first off, this image can be now 60 by 60 because we have more space. We would also like to set up a Patreon for a game. If you're not making an adult game, I don't think you should bother with it. That's my only tip. I'm sorry. If you're making an adult game, maybe you can bother with it. But otherwise, it's going to be extra work for very, very limited payoff. Has rewards. Should not be there. Wow, I'm dying. I don't know, US framework is so bad compared to real things like dark mode are almost free. I don't know what that means. But we have a thing. No adult game. I think you're not going to get anyone to convert for it, unfortunately. Has this game you're making now got the most wishlists of any other game? I think this game now has more wishlists than all of our other games combined. It's like probably like outstanding. So yeah, outstanding for MMO98 we have 11.5k. Forge Industry has outstanding 4.5k. Unicycle Pizza Time outstanding 4.3, 3.6, 3, 2000. Holy shit, good job. Did you cry? We did not cry. But yeah, this is a very, very big difference because these are also like for Unicycle Pizza Time launched with 500 wishlists. These wishlists came from like after release content creators, not pre-launch. Like also Kyoto Anomaly, like 3,000. Oh, that sounds nice. Kyoto Anomaly was 800 upon release as well. What's the 19 wishlist game? Oh, that's the soundtrack for MMO98. You can apparently wishlist soundtracks. I did not know that either. But yeah. Idols really are the winning formula? I don't know. Part of me is like kind of mad that it's so good because this game was partially made out of spite from like Aramis having a successful game. And then now I'm here. And yeah, I don't know how to take it. I mean, we just take it. So yeah, this is not really a game. This is just that. Yeah, Pripyat Zero is at 475 as well. Coke Zero. Yes. It's a giant bottle. I know. It's 700 milliliters. Well, it's still gotta have a good launch. I hope it's like at some point it's like I still think like, oh, it's gonna fail and we're gonna make like $200 on launch day, which would suck big time. But I don't know really what to expect because this is going to be the best launch ever for us. That's pretty much guaranteed. But what does the best launch mean? Pripyat Zero is not cancelled. It's just it doesn't make sense to work on it right now. I still want to finish. I want to make 2026 the year where we don't cancel any games. So I still want to release it at least. What is like a good icon to indicate like, hey, you're going to get something. There's going to be like a little reward. Like this is like manual. This is like information. You'll also be showing in trending, yeah. Steam considers 11K below average. No, this is conversion rate. Because it's 0%, this is below average. 7% is below average, 21% is above average. It doesn't look at total wishlist, it looks at the rate of how many people have wishlisted the game versus like how many like buy the game as well. So yeah. I recently saw a video by Code Monkey where it describes that devs actually get less than 40% of game net revenue in their bank account. Yeah, it's not $5. For us, it's about 50%. Like it's a little bit lower now. How my brain calculates, because I work in Euro basically, is like, okay, let's take this number. Okay, last week, $483. I see this as this is 240 euros, a little bit less that hits our bank account. It's almost 50% at the end of the day, and then currency conversion and all of that. That's for us, it's about 50%. How many wishes for the game to be new upcoming? It's about 6,500, 7,000. When we got at 6,500, we were like guaranteed showing up. We got like a little, like you can track it if your game shows up on SteamDB. If it says here in like store data, top wish lists, then it means you're going to be in popular upcoming. And this starts at 4,500. So it's based on like how many years, basically. I still want a different icon though. The hand. Paper, floppy drive. What is something that kind of fits? Maybe this. It's like kind of nondescript enough that we can make it like mean anything. No idea what the actual Windows icon meaning is. Yeah, it depends on how many other games are released in that period. How many questions get in the way of development? What do you mean by that? Like your guys' questions? I mean, I knew coming into this that it would not be an extremely productive stream. I just want to hang out with the boys. Okay, so now in game, it looks like this. So the idea is if the game or the achievement has a reward, this is active. Mail icon, yeah. These are not Microsoft icons. These are actually Microsoft inspired icons that we got from retro computer icons. I don't know if I can find it. Yeah, here, this one. These are heavily inspired, but these are not the real Microsoft icons. The first version, we used Microsoft ones. But it's like, yeah, you're not allowed to use those legally. But yeah, they're just based by someone else. So yeah, they look very good. And then there's like some that like I bashed together in Sprite a little bit as well. I think these are the main things we now have that should allow William to actually implement the rest of this mechanic. So I'm going to take this and turn it into a milestone entry prefab. I was sharing the wrong screen again. So we just keep like some in here so he can like see visually what it's supposed to mean. Let's add some localizations for those two actually. Like probably I'm going to have to make a custom icon in this style, but it's like it's pixel art. It's like how hard is it? I want to make like a trophy icon, but that is something that is, I think these are like 64 by 64. I can make feasibly myself with like a little bit of like fucking around. It's not an art style that's extremely hard. The benefit is also like throw on like the CRT shader and all of that, and it's even less like easily visible of like this is not a genuine like Windows icon. So if we go here, we go to milestones underscore tab underscore studio, milestones tab underscore global. Yeah, here you can see enable cursor trail effects. So we have studio and global. So here we now pull in our localization changes. Studio. We have too much. Milestones tab studio. And then global. Okay, so now it looks like this. So then the idea would be that you can change between these are the achievements or like the milestones, but not every milestone also has a Steam achievement link to it for your own studio. And then if you achieve it, once again, you get this little toast that shows up at the corner. Kind of like a mail thing. And then the global ones are like the ones that are shared and like persisted across save files for like your bigger achievements, basically, of like make $1 billion like lifetime, for example. So that leaves us with one thing left for this. And I think probably then we're gonna wind down the stream a little bit. And that is to add a, let's just do a little image. Call this like total progress. UI. Not, yeah, actually I want an image as well. I want an image, but I also want some text. That we are going to fully localize 55 out of like 104. Font size 20. 32. Let's make this a horizontal layout group. This image goes here. It's going to be 40 by 40. This is going to be 200 by 40. It's going to be 40 tall. 250 wide. That's too big, actually. This is just a number. Just give me like 100. 100. This is 40, so we can do total 150 with a spacing of 10. And then middle right. Let's not expand these. This image can go away. This text to the bottom centered. And then this once again just gets like an icon. Whatever. Why can I not move this? Oh, this is in a layout group. Okay. We're just going to ignore layout. It's fine. It's like, do we even need to do it like that? I'm not sure. Like beat bomb duster 1000 times, yeah. Can you still overflow the flags? Yep, you can. I noticed it. Like you can do it in Windows, I think as well. Let me actually double check. Minesweeper. So we go beginner. Like I think you can go negative. I asked William about this, and he's like, "Yeah, this is normal. Like this is intended game design. It's like you can go negative." And it's like, if this is how it works, why does my Outlook open up? I do not want that. That is like, we're gonna stick to this as well. Yeah. So yeah, this text, I want to make it here. I mean, probably I have like a trophy icon that I can just use in the meantime. Is this a trophy? No. This is also just some icon pack I got from itch that we use mainly for our upgrades, not for like the Windows UI. Here. But like we could do something like this. Like these are like kind of less detailed. So now the total UI looks like this. Maybe we can do like 30 by 30. And then you can see like the total amount of milestones you have to do. What is Zalgo? Isn't wait, I've heard it before. Oh, it's the glitchy text. This is Zalgo. Like you can be like life is pain. And then you can like make it more crazy, like overload it with Unicode. I don't know where you saw it, but that's Zalgo. Anyways, this should give enough for William to know what to do next. So we're just going to apply all of these changes to the milestones pop-up. We're going to disable this. I'm not going to ask him to implement this immediately yet, but it's just on my list of stuff to do. So one of these is a milestone / achievement, and then another one that I am partially looking forward to, and I am partially scared of, but it would be, I think, pretty cool, is we're going to be making somewhat of a recreation of Winamp. But this would be custom UI because I want this to also be like more styled like this. So I'm not focusing on it right now, but then also I want to use like shader graph to make like these crazy visualizations as well. Just to like kind of control, like, because there are going to be 7 in-game soundtracks, you can kind of like move on to the next song. And these are like things of like, do they really matter that much? No. Like, I'm not going to focus on it right now, but I think like having something simple of like this like visualizer and then like just like play pause next song, it adds to the game. It adds to that whole fantasy. And like, I don't want to go too crazy in it. Like, we're not going to add like equalizers and like playlists, but just like this top part of like current song, play pause and whatever. And I think that's kind of the goal there for now. I do feel nostalgia, feeling old, yeah. So those are some of the other things that we've planned. Yeah, more cursors. I'm also gonna have to rework the releases button. This one is like where you can see your previous games. This is kind of very old. It's not up to date at all. And then we have a bunch of other stuff as well on the list of things to do. But yeah, I'm gonna commit this. I mean, you guys can see me commit this if you want. And then I'm gonna tell William, enjoy. So how do we call this? We call this milestones pop-up and prefabs. Well, you couldn't really see what I was writing. I use GitHub Desktop just because I'm lazy. Okay. I know I can use command line for this. 1 year later, they overscoped and are now making a full-fledged OS. No, it's also like I'm doing this like unimportant stuff now because William is still working on like the big refactor. That's why we're still on the refactorio branch and not on the main branch. So I'm just like preparing stuff for him that once he's out of like refactor grind set, he can just go, and he doesn't need to wait for me on UI anymore. Because like the UI is there, he just needs to implement all of it. It's kind of like playing to our strengths. I think I'm by far the best like UI and like level designer of the game. But like they are the ones with actual implementation. It's just very easier for them if I just give them a non-functional version of the game and then they just like implement it. So we pushed it. I'm gonna message him. Pushed milestones UI. I need my own Marnix. the Marnix is the pro strat. I need my own Marnix as well. The kind of person who just does everything else so you can just code. But they are unfortunately very rare. So yeah, refactorio indeed. So guys, anyways, that was the stream. I'm gonna check if wishlists updated. I don't think they did. They did not update. We're still at a mere 11,487. We have officially fallen off. How is our demo? Only 20 players in. We are so doomed. We use Rider. We pay for Rider. Thomas and William also just love it too much to ever want to use anything else. So yeah, I say thank you for having dropped in. Let me check actually. What is the current schedule of live streams? I kind of am not sure. I'm gonna be making an updated version probably in the coming few days. Here we go. So right now we have Friday evening already. We have another one planned, and then 8 and 9 we have some trailer roasts coming up. Let me actually make this more visible. And then second half of March will come out later. I don't know exactly yet. But yeah, we're gonna keep doing the streaming schedule just so you guys also know better what to expect and when. Otherwise, thank you everyone for having joined and chilled together with me. I hope you had a fun time. Maybe one like question. Do you feel like your dopamine receptors are fried from all the wish lists? I don't know. It's kind of like I just kept refreshing this thing. I think it's more of like, you know what, at the end of the day, this is just a number. I do not know, like, I know this number is good, but I don't feel like this number is good. You know, like, you know that you shouldn't touch fire. But you don't know why you shouldn't touch fire until you as a human, you yourself have stuck your hand like on the stove or on the fire or whatever. That's kind of the thing now. Like, I know this is a good number, but I don't know this is a good number. Kind of. So yeah. He wants the number to go higher. Of course. It's like an incremental game. The number will only feel good when it hits your bank account. That is kind of also the thing as well. It's an insane high and then you crash after release. I think it's very much the next game 100k wish lists. Mike 10, shouldn't you be working on your game? I think we beat Hamburger Shop for now. But yeah, I shouldn't become an asshole. What's trailer roast from the trailers on Discord? So that's this. You can submit your own trailer if you want me. Like, basically, we're just going to look at viewer trailers and like be like, hey, this is what I would change. This is what I would do better. If you want to get like an opinion of like what's good about this trailer, what's bad about this trailer, and all of that. So you can submit your trailers by going to bmg.yt/trailers. bmg.yt/trailers. And it's going to lead you just to a simple Google form where you put in your trailer URL. And then if you have a Steam page, a Steam page. You still have your Nexus bullet. Yep, of course. Don't worry, Mike, then. I'm just messing with you. But yeah. I think that's really all we had to say. Also, Indie Game Clinic is probably going to play like MMO98 in a while and then link like a dedicated video about it. I'm very curious how that's going to be. So yeah. Would you make your Steam page with a demo public even if you don't have a Steam capsule right now? I wouldn't. Just wait until you have a good capsule. That's why we waited so long with MMO98, is also because we wanted to have a good capsule. The rest of the Steam page was ready. We just didn't have the good capsule. Like, we submitted this for approval to Steam with the Bobby Kotick AI generated one. How much of the wishlist boost do you credit to an incremental genre? I think everything. I don't know. That's kind of a weird question. Like, the game genre decides so much. Like, would this game perform if it's a platformer? No, but then we're talking about a different game. So I'm not fully sure what the question is there. But yeah. Lotspell Solanis 7942. I'm happy for you, Bite Me Games. I'm happy that you've been here with us as well. And I'm happy for all of you for having tuned in for this live stream. We'll be back in 2 days. Thank you very much for having watched, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.